How's your movie junket experience been? Is it any different from doing press for music?
A little different, but I've never had one like that there. I just noticed that was there. I like that it's next to me. So, I mean, there's you talk to people and you try to be funny or not. I don't know. It's kind of the same thing.
Well, I hope you're funny for this now.
I'll try my. I don't know if I'm going to try my best, but I'll try.
I appreciate that.
Okay.
So, how'd you get involved with this one? You knew Noah before this, right?
Yes, the director Noah Baumbach is a I can't know. I don't know.
Pretty sure it might be Baumbach.
Baumbach. Anyway, I've known Noah for a long time, and he asked me to be in the movie, and I said yes. That's how this came to be.
You've acted in some stuff before, but was it kind of a deliberate choice to jump back into it now for any reason?
It was more of a deliberate choice to not do it. In the 80s, I was in a couple movies in the 80s, and I don't know, the other job that I had kind of took off, and I did that. But yeah, I love Noah's movies, and he asked me to be in it, so I was, really psyched.
What's your first conversation like with him when you take on a role like this? Does he like to sit you down and kind of go through the character and maybe backstory and things like that?
I don't think so. I don't remember that happening, so it probably didn't happen. I remember that, it was like we were drinking drinks one night, and then it felt like it just went, the next thing that happened, I'm like, there's cameras, and I'm next to Ben Stiller in front of the cameras.
No big deal.
No big deal. Yeah.
How about for you personally? Did you have to come up with any sort of, like a process to break down the script or something you had to do before you jumped into a scene or anything like that?
I wasn't going to. I was going to just show up, and my sister was like, this is a really stupid idea to just do that. And so my best friend is a great actor, and so she helped me just sort of think about stuff.
How about going from the theatricality of a musical performance versus being an actor in front of a camera here? Is there anything, any habits you had that you kind of had to pull back to make this feel so natural?
No, I just talk like this, and that's not, when it's not written in the script, you're not supposed to do that. So that was a problem. Because, you talk and you're not, you know the words you're supposed to say, but you add ums, and that's not, Noah doesn't like that.
Are you good with learning your lines?
I thought I was, yeah. I remembered what I was supposed to say, but I guess I added a bunch of other things.
But ums and likes kind of make it more natural.
That's what, you'd think. Yeah.
So how was it working with this whole ensemble here? Was there any intimidation factor? Because I'm sure you've met your fair share of famous people throughout your career, but was being there on set with Ben Stiller and Naomi Watts unnerving at all?
No, I know Ben a little bit from here and there, and we've hung out a bunch of times. But, you sit down at a thing and you're like, oh shit, that's fucking Ben Stiller. Actual Ben Stiller. And so, yeah, I didn't really think about it until it was actually happening.
Was there anything about the way that they worked that surprised you and maybe made you think, if I act again, I'm going to take that tip for myself?
No. Maybe I didn't see it. Maybe they're stealth. That's why they get the big roles.
They're just so natural. Mm-hmm. You don't even notice they're working.
Yeah.
A really important question. How often was the baby a real baby?
Always, I think. I was holding a real baby. Maybe it was a fake baby. My memory's so bad, I can't remember. But there was definitely a really cute, there were twins, and there was a little babies, actual human people.
How was it working with them?
They didn't really give too much, I try my best with the children, and I don't get much back, but I guess that's what happens with kids,
Can you tell me a little bit about working with Noah on set? What kind of notes would he give you in between takes?
Noah didn't give notes so much. He just would maybe you can try it like this. And so about 40 or 50 different times would be the long wait for maybe you can try it like this.
And he likes to do a lot of takes, doesn't he?
I guess so, yeah. I mean, because I haven't done this in a long time. And this movie that I was in was called Roadside Prophets, and the woman that wrote it, or is it time to go? The woman that wrote it and directed it, Roadside Prophets, the movie I was in, was really good, and she was very loose. Just, say kind of whatever and do whatever, and she was, and Noah's not like that. very specific.
So was there ever any take that you thought was really great and then you saw the final cut of the film and you're like, why didn't you use that?
There was like at least 30 takes for everything I did. So, or not just me, but for everybody. So I don't remember anything that I was doing.
Can you tell me a little bit about what your plan is from here? Is this something you'd like to keep doing, or was this kind of just a fluke because, you know, you knew Noah and it happened to have popped up?
Yeah, I mean, it was fun. I mean, certainly if somebody asks me to be in a movie with like Ben Stiller, I'll do it. You know,
It's a pretty good approach to take.
it's not bad. I'm not, you know, I'll do it.
Are you more confident now going forward
No.
as an actor? No.
Not at all.
Because you're pretty good in this. You're pretty natural.
After 30, 40 takes, you'd think there'd be something.
That's a fair point. How about working as a composer? Because I know you have a credit for your first narrative feature as a composer. Is that something you'd like to do more of?
Yeah. It was fun.
Can you relate to the character much here? Because one of the things that I appreciated most about the movie is that even though I'm closer in age to Jamie and Darby, I can connect to what they were going through, but like my friends are having babies, so I totally got where Cornelia and Josh were coming from also.
Everybody's got babies all over the place.
I don't know what
Those
people are
babies
thinking.
they're all over the place, everywhere. What was the question again?
If you can relate to your character. Or any of the characters in the film, for that matter.
I mean, you know, I can relate. I can definitely relate to the character that I played just by being, you know, the age that I'm at, and certain friends that like want to still go to the club and do the thing, and you know, the skinny jeans in 2015 or whatever it is. Like, you know, that time passed, and be comfortable.
Is there anything you're going to take from this experience and kind of hold on to? Any specific memory or anything like that?
Nothing specific, but just, you know, being on a set, like, you know, sitting down. That was the most memorable. Would be sitting down the first day, and you know, seeing Ben Stiller and starting to like, oh yeah, Noah doesn't say action, which is you're supposed to say action.
Every set I've been on, they've said action. So what does he say?
Every
How do you know when to
movie about
start?
movies, they say action. The director says action, and so he's like, okay, you know, lights or whatever, and
Does he just say go? Do you know
he just says
when to start?
and.
Okay.
And then I was like,